Explosions were heard in Ukraine's capital Kyiv overnight as Russia launched the war's largest aerial attack across the country, hours before the two sides completed their third and final round of a major prisoner swap. Residents took shelter in an underground metro station in Kyiv during the assault, the second in 2 days. State emergency services released footage said to show the aftermath of the attacks in other areas, with homes seen on fire in Kyiv region's Makhalivka. Reuters was able to verify the locations and date of the videos. According to Ukraine's Air Force, Russia had launched nearly 370 drones and missiles in its overnight assault. It said it was able to shoot down most of them. Children were among those killed, officials said. Mykolaiv in the south was among other regional centers also hit, as well as Ternopil in the west and Ukraine's second-largest city, Kharkiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called for action from the United States, which has taken a softer line on Russia and its leader Vladimir Putin since President Donald Trump took office. The silence of America, the silence of others in the world only encourages Putin, Zelensky wrote on Telegram. Every such terrorist Russian strike is reason enough for new sanctions against Russia, he added. Later on Sunday, Russia and Ukraine confirmed they had swapped 303 prisoners each, completing the 3-day exchange of a total of 1,000 prisoners each. Ukrainian authorities released video showing its citizens freed from Russian captivity eating chocolate for the first time in 3 years. Reuters was unable to independently verify the location of the footage, but the environment matches earlier video put out showing the previous day's prisoner swaps. Russia's defense ministry also published video showing soldiers on a bus celebrating their release. The exchange was the biggest since the war began 3 years ago. It was the only concrete step towards peace to emerge from the first direct talks between the two sides on May 16th, when they failed to agree on a ceasefire.
Clean-up began in Australia's southeast after deadly floods wreaked havoc. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Saturday that more than 10,000 properties were impacted. Workers in Taree-based non-profit in New South Wales were clearing out items damaged by floodwater. Taree, which sits along the Manning River, is one of the worst hit towns. Joshua Rogers is the non-profit CEO.
We've lost everything in those premises. Completely unexpected for us. We knew it was going to be bad. We had no idea that it was going to be this bad.
The organisation's playgroup centre for young mothers under 27 was also damaged. Here's playgroup facilitator Joanna Ali.
Cleaning up this place, salvaging what we can, and sourcing a new place for the mums to be, because it's such an important part of their week and my week, and I want to be that safe space for them, so it'll be priority finding a new space for them.
Damage assessment was also underway in New South Wales's mid-north coast region. The state's emergency services agency said floods this week cut off towns, swept away livestock and destroyed homes. Conditions had improved since Friday in affected areas of Australia's most populous state, the agency added. Even so, hundreds of flood-hit residents were still in evacuation centres. 52 flood rescues were being made overnight. Australia has been hit with more extreme weather events that some experts say are the result of climate change.
The entire team who worked with me poured their hearts into this. They were united, just as I mentioned during the prize acceptance. I hope all these groups come together and unite, responding to my humble request.
Ashes began emerging from a South African gold mine on Friday after 260 of them were trapped underground. Mining company Sibanye-Stillwater said a shaft incident occurred on Thursday at the Kloof gold mine, in which the hoist system used to access the shaft was damaged. National Union of Mine Workers Health and Safety Chairperson Duncan Luvuno said none of the miners had been injured or killed, but that they had been without food or drink for 24 hours.
They were trying to take up some materials up the shaft, and unfortunately it fell down, it cut the cables, it cut a number of walkways or travelways for the shaft to come up.
Kloof is one of Sibanye's deepest mines and is located about 37 miles west of Johannesburg. The company is among only a few South African miners squeezing profits from some of the world's deepest and costliest gold mines. At the Kloof 7 shaft, where the incident took place, it is digging for gold at depth of about 2 miles down. Sibanye earlier said all workers were safe and had been gathered at an assembly point and that food had been provided. Mining accidents are not uncommon in South Africa, a country where informal diggers have taken over many abandoned mines. Earlier this year, at least 78 bodies were recovered from an illegal gold mine after police cut off supplies in an effort to curb illegal mining activity.